Hey everybody, Jay here again from Modern Mississauga, and today we're taking a look at the all-new 2018 Range Rover Velar. This thing sits a little bigger than the Evoque and a little smaller than the Range Rover Sport. It is kind of gorgeous and beautiful, and it's just wonderful. So let's take a look at some of the features. The outside, we got massive 22-inch tires here. This is the black package. It looks just fantastic. Cool part with the doors. Right now they're flush. Press your button and your doors open up. Very cool. We'll look at the inside a little later on. Let's get another outside profile there. Duck around to the back. And this is the specific Range Rover R Dynamic P380 HSE. Kind of a mouthful, but it's got the 380 horsepower, 332 pound-feet of torque. We got dual exhausts back here. Very, very, very nice and elegant. We're going to open up the trunk. One touch, and there you have it. You got your 40 20 40 split seats, plenty of room in the trunk here. I'll get you your specific figures in the written part of the review. Yeah, everything's just it's so elegant, it's so beautiful. There's a 12-volt adapter back there for you as well. And this thing, the headrest wasn't in the way. Oh, there you go. There you can just get your privacy shade going up right there. One button close. So it definitely has a gorgeous look to it. Very Range Rover, very it kind of looks like the Evoque a little bit, but you know, obviously a little on the larger side. We'll keep going around, get another look at the outside on the passenger side of things, and yeah, we'll run back up to the front. The car's off right now, but it's got LED everything for as far as lights go. So yeah, that's the outside of the car. It looks very, very sharp. Surround view cameras and that is, can we see it? Yeah, right there is, where's my finger? Yeah, there it is. So there's your camera under here, same one on the other side. Actually, one thing before we jump into the inside, we'll take a look at the rear seats. Beautiful leather, very, very comfortable, and it is, you can move them forwards, backwards. Oh, I guess the car has to be on, but anyway, trust me, they move. And there is your release here. For this collapsing of the seats. Okay, we'll be right back taking a look at the inside. And we're back with the interior look of the all-new 2018 Range Rover Velar. Again, this one is the specific P380 HSE trim. So it's kind of got an awesome interior as far as the front end goes. Some people will love the interior, some people will be not quite so fond of it. But yeah, there's your kind of far distance look at it. Let's go back here to the rear seats. You get your climate controls, and you've got your heated seats as well, and your other temperature controls. So with that being over and done with, let's jump into the front seat. So right off the bat, we have two 10-inch screens, and the cool thing this very tech-heavy car has is you can adjust the screen angle, because right now you can see it's pretty much flush. Sorry, right now it's pretty much flush, but if you push the screen angle button, it comes forward, forward, and then some. So you can now see what's a better angle. That's a better angle of just how much comes out. It depends on your preference and your height and what you want to see and how you want to see it. So we got 10-inch screen up here, 10-inch screen down here. I'm just going to put this back flush. Actually, no, let's put it up a little bit so you can see it a little better. We'll go all the way forward. Okay, so once we get out of that, the top screen kind of still gives you everything. You can change your ambient lighting, all sorts of different colors. Let's get out of that and let's go to the home screen. So this kind of gives you what you need, navigation, media, phone, and all sorts of extra features here. Very, very cool. And that goes back to the ambient lighting, vehicle dimensions screen as well. Someone's got to tap the home button, and oh, there's the dimensions right there. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the home button, home screen. So the 10-inch screen, easy to navigate, easy to operate. I'm not a huge fan of having two touch screens and very few physical buttons. Just to quickly divert, there is your temperature gauge, and you push it as well for your heated seats or your cooled seats. I'm gonna put mine up because it's sitting on the cold side. Same thing for the passenger, and you got your volume knob. Thank you for the volume knob there. But back to the top screen. You can go through and can pretty much do anything you really need to. Your audio settings, all settings. Oops, and there we go. So won't spend too much time on that, but it's very cool. I like the way that it tilts forwards, backwards, whether it's glare or height, or everyone's got a different preference. So that's that. The bottom screen lets you control your climate. So I have it on high. I have my fan level on 4, and I have the heat going all over the place again because it's kind of cool outside. You got your seats. Now this specific trim has a massage option, and I'm not sure how to get to that from here, but that's okay. So you can control front and rear HVACs as well from here. The vehicle settings itself, again, all touchscreen on the lower portion as well for the 10-inch here and 10-inch up there. So that is your dynamic, that's your eco, that is your comfort, that's grass, gravel, snow, mud and ruts, and your sand. Again, typical Range Rover fashion, all their other vehicles have this. This just kind of gives you a very cool looking display while it makes the adjustments for you. Actually, it's a little hot, so I'll show you how easy it is to adjust the fan speed. You push the fan button, and the dial on the right activates as your strength and intensity for the fan. Oh, sorry, there's auto at the end. Missed that. Sorry, I'm just going to put it back into a dynamic mode. I will show you the gear shift. It's not really new anymore, but I put the car off and it collapses. The start button on the dashboard right there. Push that. Let's get a good look there. And there you go. And you go through whatever it is you want. You put now to avoid going into sport by accident, they put a lock on it. So you got to push a little harder. Just to get to sport. So put it back in park. To open up this, I would have thought I just push this, and I thought this little Land Rover logo was just for fun, but it actually opens that up. So more kind of not gimmicky things, but more tech and kind of cool factors there. So I'm gonna close that up. 2 more cup holders here. Dual panels for the armrest console. So there is your. We've got HDMI, your SS card, SIM card, and another 12 volts are there. So I'll shut those down. I guess it kind of gives you the freedom if you want to only open one or the other or whatnot. Let's look at the steering wheel because that is, there's still buttons, but it's more of the, it's glossy and it's kind of touch-ish. Or no, sorry, it's full touch, but like it's not like your typical hard push buttons there. So that's another cool feature that they have. You can go through your menu and you go through whatever it is you want. So you want your map, info panel, display, not going to bother with that now. So when I put it into sport mode, let's get out of that for now. Come on, trip bank, content, media. Anyway, so you can see it's got the R Dynamic logo there. Full digital dash, and I believe this is the 12-inch upgraded screen. Let me check my notes as we look at this. Doesn't say, but I will put it in the written portion of the review for you guys. But again, very, very cool looking dashboard here. It gives you kind of everything you need. All right, there's the exit right there. So you can choose to have whatever information you want in the middle. The last person that had the car had it as the vehicle, but that's fine, so whatever. Yeah, so sport mode there, and your gear selector ends up on there. What else? That's pretty self-explanatory. There, your cruise control options are here. Your heated steering wheel is here as well. Come on, there you go. So that lights it up. Now, a complaint I have about the car, specifically with the heated steering wheel, yes, it's cool that it's a heated wheel. It's a very nice, soft leather wheel as well. But there's this silly metal trim in here. And, if it's kind of cool outside and you don't have gloves on, but you still want your heated steering wheel, it feels weird because it's warm, cold, warm. And, nobody drives like this and nobody drives like that. At least I don't think they do. You have your whole hand in the wheel. So it's kind of a weird sensation to, you know, the wheel's heating up right now. So warm, cold, warm. I get it for aesthetics, but functionality doesn't score very many points with me. I wish they wouldn't have done that and they just would have made it like a full leather. And the band goes all the way around as well. We got right there. Nice. I'm happy that it's on a 3-spoke wheel. I like that Range Rover stuck with their, not quite 4 traditional spokes, but you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So people that want to put their hand there can. You know, they shouldn't. Not safe, but that's what people do sometimes. You've got 3 options for memory seats. If you're sharing the car, I wouldn't share this car with anybody. That's just me. And your windows and your mirrors are right there as well. There is a little bit of storage in here. You can see all the way through. It's going to be a little hard to get to because your hand doesn't quite bend that way all that much. But you know, if it's something maybe a little bigger that, you know, you can grab on this side, that's fine. We'll show you another quick look. Where is that? Right there. And there's my hand right there. Thumbs up for that. Take a look at the glove box. Not too big, but it holds the owner's manual and whatever else you need. There's also 3, let's go a little closer. There's 3 options for memory seating on the passenger side, which is kind of cool as well. So if you're sharing the car with your husband, your wife, boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, whatever it is, and you have different seating preferences, then yeah, you can have it kind of customized. I gotta say the headrests here are pretty awesome. I wonder if I can turn around. So kind of like on airplanes, it turns, or you can bring the edges in if you have a abnormally narrow head, I guess. So that's what it looks like when it's narrowed out, and you just push those back, and you get the flat side. And I guess it kind of just gives you a little more on the comfort side. And it also happens here. It doesn't look like it happens in the rear seats. So that's up, that's back, and there's a better look for you right there. Now there's a gap, now there's not. The seats, unbelievable. Look at the size of that side or bolster right there. Thigh bolsters really aren't all that thick. Let me move that papers out of there, sorry. Yeah, thigh bolsters really aren't that high, but it's the side ones that are massive and they keep you in place. And it is absolutely wonderful. This specific trim, it has 20-way seats plus massage plus climate, front heated and rear heated as well. That'll set you back another $510. I would absolutely say it's worth it because, well, I love the comfort side of vehicles, and you know, it's not quite. I think Lincoln's Continental has a 30-way seat, and that's just a little crazy. Part of this is the part under your thighs comes out. Yeah, the seat just moves all sorts of different ways, and it's wonderful. It's great. It's beautiful. That's actually a little uncomfortable for me. I'm gonna set it back. Overall, the fit and finish here is. Sorry, I had to burp, but then it went away. The fit and finish is absolutely wonderful. People will complain that the 2 10-inch touchscreens require you to take your eyes off the wheel. I can see where they're coming from on that. The week that I had the car, you know, it felt weird having to look down and get my eyes from here to here to here if I wanted to change the drive or any of the audio controls. And yes, I know I could do it from here as well, but that only gives me volumes and through my presets. But yeah, I don't know if I kind of like it. Like I would learn to adapt to it and learn if I had the car on a longer term basis, like for a couple of months or, you know, 6 months or whatever, I'd get used to it. But it was really challenging to have the full touchscreen here, the dual touchscreens, and be able to navigate it. And you know, I did slow down a little bit, or I tried to make sure before I started driving that I had all of my settings in place and where I wanted them. And if I got too hot, instead of turning the temperature down, I just cracked the window just a little bit like that. But overall, it's a beautiful vehicle, and it's, you know, the future is here right now. I know Volvo has their iPad esque touchscreen. I think it's 12.3 inches. There's 210s here. I'm happy they split them instead of making it one massive screen. That might get a little much. So the top does a few things and the bottom does different things as well. I think that's it for the car. As far as driving handling goes, 380 horsepower. You really can't go wrong. It's a monster, and it's got so much power and pickup, and it's a joy to drive. The actual specs here are 380 horse, 332 pound-feet of torque through a 3.0 V6 supercharged twin vortex engine and an 8-speed automatic ZF transmission. List price for this before anything's added is $82,600 with all the bells, whistles, and then some. This car as is $96,040. Is it worth it? Depends on the market you're in, depends what you want. I don't know if everybody's going to go for every single option that's mentioned here. It seems like there's almost every option checked off here, but aside from that, it's a luxury SUV, and it does a lot of cool things, and it's full of comfort. Massive sunroof as well, full panoramic, and I like that it's not just a 50-50 split, so you can see from there that's where it starts, and I'm gonna guess that's 70% of it here and 30% of it back there on the secondary one that is fixed. Okay, anyways, I will wrap up. This video is getting a little long, and I apologize. So thank you for watching, everybody. Feel free to ask me any questions on the vehicle. I will do my best to answer them. Info@modernmississauga.com, j@modernmississauga, or anything on the social medias. All right, thank you so much, and we'll be back. That's a bad ending. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.